guys, welcome back, and a very big congratulations to those who have already got admission in college, and to those also who haven't yet got it but are planning to go this year, and especially to those who are coming to SRM KTR. Hope to see you guys soon. A lot of you guys will be going to hostel this year, and before going to hostel we have a lot of doubts like what to pack, what not to pack, so that we don't forget anything before going to college. So on your behalf I have made a list of all this stuff that you should carry with yourself so that you don't forget anything. So take a pen and a notepad and note down everything because the list is a bit long. So firstly I'll tell you about the college stuff, the college essentials, what you should pack for college, and then about hostel. So let's start with the first thing. So the first and the most important thing for college would be a backpack. Like, it's very basic, but it's also important. A lot of people use their tote bags and their side bags. It's fine, you can use it on some days, but on some days you require your backpack because you have to carry your laptop and tablets to class for some lab work or for any work. So for that you need a basic backpack. Then the second thing would be laptop and headphones or earphones, whatever you prefer. See, in college we don't study much from textbook. Everyone prefers, teachers and students too. Like, the teachers send the materials what you have to study before the exam in the form of PDF only, a week before or a day before. So we download that and study from that. You can study from your phone too, there's no problem, but people prefer a bigger screen to study. It helps everyone. You can see the text in larger screen. But if you don't have it, like if you can't afford it right now because you are already paying your tuition fees and hostel fees, so if you can't afford it right now, there's no issue, you can get it a semester later or a year later. Okay. Third thing would be basic stationery stuffs like your sticky notes, pen, pencil, notebooks, all this. Then the fourth one is one or two good pair of formal clothes, and by formal I don't mean you need to have your blazer, short, everything. Have one good pair of shirts, white, black, blue, whatever color you like, and then one or two good pair of pants for girls and boys both, because sometimes you have to attend your events and some meetings, especially if you are going to join any society or club in your college, then you will have to attend some events very regularly. So for that you need good formal clothes. And if you want to have a formal shoe also, it's well and good, but if you don't have it, there's no problem. Some fancy clothes for outings, like normal outings with your friends and fests too. So have some designer fancy clothes for all this stuffs. And also guys, get some traditional clothes, girls and boys both, because especially in our college, and I think in all the colleges, you have like traditional days and all. It's not organized by college. All the students from your class will decide one day that guys, tomorrow we'll do a traditional day. Everyone will wear like normal kurtis and all. So some things like this happens. So have good kurtis and ethnic clothes, girls and boys both. Then have some comfortable clothes for your college classes, and by comfortable I don't mean track pants and normal t-shirts, shorts and all. Follow your dress code, whatever is given by your college, collar t-shirts, collar shirts, kurtis and all, but it should be comfortable. It's not like very heavy which you can't wear every day. In the initial days you will feel like, oh, every day I will be wearing different clothes, but a month later you will realize that everyone is wearing the same clothes for the whole week. So it happens like that, you will realize it later. But have some comfortable clothes which you can wear daily, especially if you are coming to SRM. It's very hot here. Then the last thing would be comfortable shoes, because sometimes it's very hectic. In colleges, your classes might be in two different buildings. Like one class, like now your one class is in this building and the next period you'll have to go to another building. sometimes it's very hectic. You'll have to run from here and there, and during breaks you'll have to come to your hostel and all. So for that, having a good pair of shoes is very important. You can also have some sandals for some days, but get shoes because shoes are mandatory in college, girls and boys both. These were all the stuffs that you should carry for college. These are some of the very basic things which you should not forget. Move on to the hostel essentials. Hostel essentials are very important and the list is a bit long. So firstly, if you see any other video except for my video also, you will hear this one thing in each and every video, which is the magical electric kettle. Guys, this is going to be a survival kit in your college life, because sometimes you are not in the mood to eat the mess food. I eat mess food regularly, but sometimes I also don't want to eat the mess food. Sometimes you are so tired and you don't feel like eating that. And every day you can't go out and spend money on expensive like restaurants or cafes. So sometimes you just want to be in your room, watch movie and eat Maggie and YY or anything you like, pasta, macaroni, anything. So sometimes you can make your own coffee and tea in your kettle and drink it. And electric kettle is very important, don't forget it. One more point to add here, electric kettles are not allowed. If you get a normal one where it's used for basic things like boiling water where you can cook Maggie and all, that is allowed, but you'll have to write a letter to the warden that I'll be using this kettle for boiling water, for boiling eggs and basic things. Get it signed from him or her and then you can use it. But if you are going to buy that cooking wala kettle, then it's not allowed. You'll have to pay some amount to the hostel. Like they take this amount for the electricity bill, right? Because if you are using it, more electricity will be used, so for that you'll have to pay an amount. The second thing is a tiffin box. You are going to run late for classes most of the days. You don't have time to eat breakfast. 90% of the students don't have breakfast in their college life. So it's better if you have a tiffin box. You can go to the mess and pack your food and go to the class and eat during breaks or whenever you get time in the class also, but don't do this. You can pack your snacks and fruits and take it to the class sometimes if you feel hungry. So third one is have very big water bottles, because the water coolers in hostels are sometimes far from your room and we are very lazy guys. I to feel very lazy like going every hour to fill my water bottle, especially if you have small water bottles, which I had in first year. So in second year I bought a bigger one. I don't have it right now, otherwise I would have showed it. I'll get one small water bottle also for your class, because you can't carry that bigger one to the class, right? So get a smaller one for class and two big for your hostel. Fourth one is bed sheets, not bed sheet. Have 2 to 3 pair of bed sheets, because your bed sheet is going to get dirty. You will sit in your bed, your friends are going to sit on your bed, you will go to their bed, so bed sheets get dirty very easily in hostel. So have 2 to 3 pair of bed sheets for safety, and pillow covers too. The fifth one is have a blanket. If you are going to a place where you have winters, then definitely you should get a blanket. But if you are coming to Chennai, SRM, guys, we don't have winters, but sometimes it rains, or some at night if your window is open, you might get fresh air, cold air. So see, my English is very bad, so please bear with me. I am speaking in English because a lot of students from South are also watching this, so pardon me if I speak something wrong. So yeah, so have one like thin blanket, okay, the patla one, which you can use it for summers and winters too. I got that very recently, which has helped me a lot. You can use it in both summer and winters too, no problem. The next thing is very, very, very important, more important than the kettle. which is have some basic medicines, like medicines for fever, headache, stomachache, vomiting, and all these basic medicines. You should definitely have it with yourself, because you don't know when you are going to get sick or ill. I'm not telling that you should get, but we don't know when someone is going to get sick. Last semester I got dengue, so be very careful. Keep your windows shut sometimes while sleeping, especially. Don't keep your door and windows open. So yeah, the thing is, have some basic medicines. It will really help you if you get sick sometimes suddenly. And also, if your friends get sick, your roommate might get sick. So for that, having basic medicines is very important. Have a study lamp. If you are someone who studies at night, and if you are going to hostel, you will be with a roommate who might not like light during sleep. So sometimes you'll have to off it, right? You'll have to adjust, guys. This you'll have to learn to adjust with your roommate or with someone in college. So sometimes you'll have to switch off the light. So for that, if you have a study lamp, there's no problem. You don't have to argue with anyone, or you don't have to do anything. So have a study lamp, it's important. Mattress and a pillow. Don't bring all this from your home. Come to hostel, see your bed, check the dimensions, and then get it. Mostly you get all this stuffs near your college, because you'll have shops nearby your college where they will definitely sell all this stuffs during admissions, during college opening. If you're coming to SRM, we have a lot of shops nearby, so don't worry for that. You'll get the required size of the mattress in any shop nearby. And one more thing, I got to add it earlier, but some things which are already provided by hostel which you should not bring. So the first is a bed, then a study table, a dressing table, a wardrobe, a side table near your bed, then a chair, and then a stool where you can sit and look at yourself in the mirror and do. These are the things given by our hostel, provided by our hostel. I'm not very sure about any other hostel, but I think most of the hostels provided, because these are very like basic things. So apart from this, you'll have to get all this whatever I am telling you. Next one is a dustbin. So dustbin is very basic. If you need to throw anything, for that you need a dustbin. And also with the dustbin, get that bag, right, which you put in dustbin, the carry bag, so that your dustbin doesn't get dirty, so that you don't have to wash it. Then a doormat is also very like basic, so that your room doesn't get dirty and you don't have to clean, or your housekeepers also don't have to clean it every day. Have some hangers are very important. Every time I come to my home, I carry some hangers with myself. If you have hangers, you can arrange your clothes very nicely in your wardrobe in an arranged manner, so that you don't have to search every day before going to class. So hanger is very important. A bucket and a mug. You can use the bucket to bathe also, but they provide showers, so nobody uses their bucket. But you can use bucket to soak your clothes before washing. So a bucket and mug and all these stuffs can be bought from the nearby shop around your college. Then some hooks for hanging something, for hanging anything like your keychain or your, what do you call, ID card, or that hand towel or any towel. So hooks are also important, but optional. Like it's on you. If you want to have it, you can. Storage boxes. This is also optional. I would suggest go to your hostel, arrange everything, and then if you need it, buy it. Storage box is basically where you can put your makeup stuff, and then in another box you can put your stationaries. So that's a storage box, but I would not suggest to buy it earlier and then go to hostel. Go to your hostel, arrange everything, and then see if you need it or not. Shoe rack. If you don't have a separate like place to keep your shoe, you can have a shoe rack also. It will be good to arrange your shoes. Like in our hostel, it was provided below our wardrobe where we can put our shoes. So I never bought it, but if you need it, you can have it. This is also optional. It's like your choice. If a laundry bag. If you are someone who is going to wash your clothes at weekends, sometimes some people don't like washing their clothes every day, unlike me. So for that, you can keep your dirty clothes in that bag, and on weekends you can wash it. So you can have a laundry bag also. Some basic toiletries. Toiletries means like the brush, toothpaste, shower gel, face wash, dish bar, detergent, broom. You can get a broom because sometimes the housekeepers might not come, and if your room is dirty, you can just clean it by your own. So broom is important. I also have a broom, so it helps me a lot of time. I sometimes, if I feel like the room is very dirty, I clean it by myself. Mop is not important much. Then an umbrella. Umbrella is very, very important. Especially if you are in a place where it rains very much, definitely you need an umbrella. And especially if you are coming to Chennai, guys, you need it because here you'll have summer around for the whole year. Then you need it to hide yourself from dhoop. But in Chennai, it might rain any moment, any time. There's full kadakedar dhoop and it might rain at any moment. So for that, you need an umbrella. This one is also optional, guys. I saw in many videos that they have mentioned this, but I never required it, and I don't know if you require it. For this one also, I'll say go to your hostel, see that if you can live without it or not, and then buy it. Don't waste your money on this before going to hostel, which is an extension cord. In our hostel, there were 2 switches which were provided. Like one was near our bed, and then one below our study table. So this were enough for me, but go to your hostel, see how many switches you have. If you feel the requirement of extension board, then go for it. The next one is an iron. Iron is very important. If you're not going to opt for laundry services, you'll have to iron your clothes by yourself. Learn basic ironing. Ironing is very basic, so there's nothing called basic ironing, but learn to iron your clothes because you might require it anytime. Iron also, you'll have to pay an amount to the hostel. If you're very good at hiding, then it's fine, but I would say if you are going to use your iron very often, pay an amount so that you don't have to worry about it every day. And the same goes for straightener and curler who uses this very often, like the straightener, and pay an amount to the hostel so that you don't have to worry every day about using it. Last one is get some homemade snacks from your mom. Oh my god. Everyone gets it from their home every semester. You require snacks every day. Not every day, but most of the days you require your homemade snacks, so get it. These were all the stuffs that I could remember, and I made a note of that. But if I forgot to mention something, guys, please put it in the comments so that everyone can see it. This was the video about college essentials and hostel essentials. I hope it helped you, and if it did, give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, do everything. It really gives any YouTuber or any content creator a lot of motivation to do their next video. I used to feel this very cliche when anyone used to say this, that please do this, it gives us motivation. But now I am doing it, so I know that it really does. So yeah, meet you in next video, guys. Till then, bye bye, take care, and all the best.